for Diddy on this.
Is hailstones. My goodness. Gee, 23 metres deep. Fancy going through that little gap there. Water comes back in, doesn't it? And pushes the boat. So we can't park up there.
Very big fucking lightning. It's now hailstoning. Oh my goodness me, what is going on? Oh, this is madness.
Well, that was a storm, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Some hailstones. There's the hailstones. My goodness me. Our friend is going into Cruas. Well, look at it now. Who would have thought 10 minutes ago we were being pelted by these things? Look at the size of that. Unbelievable, and the sun comes out now.
So a new job for the captain.
I never thought I'd be clearing up
Hailstones
hailstones.
in June in France.
It's cold, it's really icy.
Well, it is icy, yes.
Yeah. Blimey.
This is crazy. And now it's sort of sun shining over there. I mean, it's still dark over there, but we think that's where it's gone. And yeah, that was okay. It did get just a little bit scary, typically. But no, all good now. Going that way, 3 hours, done. Industrial, but someone's made a pretty picture on that one.
Oh, how does it take us?
Yeah, we've got something like that at the hospital now as well, on the side of the hospital. I won't.
Thunder over there.
Pardon?
Thundering over there.
Well, it's moving over that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
The last lock of the day,
Chateau Neuf.
Chateau Neuf. And how deep is it?
18 metres.
And what a day we've had, weather-wise. Incredible.
Blimey, this is shifting down very quick, and this is not the deepest lock. And it's the fastest one. The size of the sluice gates on this must be massive. Downstream gate is opening. There we go. Just see some daylight, and even that's a lot faster than the shorter lock. The smaller lock earlier. Brilliant.
So I've not seen a lock like this. It's got a curved metal gate, and then there's another gate behind it. Not seen that before.
Our passage from Bolléne to Viviers started in the last episode. It had been a day full of contrast, from morning goats to the hottest sunshine, the slowest lock, lightning and the coldest downpour. What else would the mighty Rhône throw at us?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Bike ride number
13.
13.
Going to Valence.
Valence. How far?
About 40 miles, I think.
Okay.
50, 60 kilometres, something like that.
So about 4 hours by the time you get there, pick the car up. Yeah?
So I'll see you 2ish, is it? Roughly?
Yeah.
2 o'clock-ish?
And then hopefully, after a little bit of mending, we might be going out for a ride in that. That's jaywalking the world. And Stephen Payne, who we met in Paris.
Cycled right to collect the car from its last parking spot took me away from the boat with changes of scenery. Sheena too needed some time away and used it well to explore this ancient medieval town in the Ardèche department.
Wow, look at this. This is danger. this swing bridge for pedestrians and cyclists on Route 17, the Via Rhône.
This 19th century road bridge was renovated for pedestrians in 2013. The cycle route continued on past the HAILSTORM power station at Cruas.
Those are huge. I seem to have lost the river. A bit careless. But Route 17, which is the Via Rhône, the signs pointed in one direction, then disappeared, and it changed to this one, called the Dolce Via. So, with pictures of cows on it. And not bad. I think it's going in the right direction. I hope it is. So after the detour, which took me away from the Via Rhône because the signs disappeared, thank goodness for Google Maps, got me back on course again. And here we are back on the Via Rhône. I don't know how far it's taken me out, but it might only be a couple of miles. Looking for water now. Is this the definition of roadkill? Goodness me. It's all flies.
William Shakespeare reversing. Slightly bigger than our boat.
Make sure it's on high definition. I don't want none of that like 720 dpi.
Oh, I have no idea what it is.
You be careful with that, sir.
Yeah, so make sure.
It's a lethal weapon.
30 seconds.
Well done.
Yeah, very good.
Made an impression?
Oh yeah, it almost came off.
How these free divers manage to be able to go down for so long. It takes so much training.
But it's actually unnatural. David Blaine's done 20 minutes with doctors monitoring him.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to wait 20 minutes if you don't surface.
No.
All right. Pass that to me. Oh my goodness. That is just unbelievable. Look at the state of that.
There's a bit more, but not much.
Steve removed the lines which had fouled the prop, then took us out for a short but fast trip along the river.
Literally, he's got these two big levers here. That was the
Doing good. Going in the right way. I'm just, just double checking we're going the right way. What you doing? What you doing? Good. Make yourself presentable for going out.
When leaving Viviers or arriving, be sure to note the marked safe route, because there is a possibility of grounding. Steve flew his drone and kindly sent us pictures of this stunning river valley.
It's a glorious morning. Beautiful. At 10:15 in the morning, and we've just left Port de Viviers, and our friend Steve Payne, who has a vlogging channel called Jaywalking the World. So we had a good night with him. We've spent quite a few hours having a chat about all sorts of different things. and we're heading off to Port to L'Ardoise, and then tomorrow I'll be back on the bicycle to go back to pick the car up from where we just left at Viviers. And well, I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. We've got the Ardèche region in it here, and we've got these wonderful cliffs that we are passing now. Beautiful scenery. The facilities were okay at Viviers, about 20 euros a night really, including water and electricity. And currently the river's sort of narrowing, and so it's starting to run pretty fast, which plays a little bit of havoc with the auto helm, because the turbulence from the riverbed makes the river swirl a little bit in places. So it looks like the auto helm has gotten drunk and it's wavering around a bit. This wonderful woman here has made breakfast, and look at that baby! Barrage ahead, two-way over there, two-way here, barrage there. That's an interesting situation now. Oh, it says yacht. Bye bye, beautiful countryside, rocks and stuff. Hello, plains.
It's been amazing, that scenery.
Oh, just stunning.
When we came round the corner
Yeah,
before the port, it's like, wow.
with those cliffs right at the side of the banks of the river.
Yeah. Superb.
Frederick Mistral. That's what she's called. Oh, it's a workboat for the CNR. The third nuclear power station we have seen on this particular journey. Whatever your thoughts are about nuclear power, in France they definitely have plenty of it. We're about to go through the cooling water outlet. Oh, look at that, that is coming out at quite a rate.
We're in another lock with condors and a little speedboat.
Loch Bollène. This is the deepest loch.
Écluse de Bollène was said to be the deepest loch in the world when first built in the 1950s. Now there are two lochs deeper, one in Portugal and the other in Kazakhstan.
23 metres deep! 7 minutes it'll take to empty.
We'll see, shall we? There's the upstream gate in position now. Big fill behind us. It's there. That's the upstream gate, and shifting down fairly quickly as well.
While waiting for the loch to empty, you have to steer your thoughts toward believing in the engineering and the technology which holds back the mighty river above your head.
You really wouldn't want that to fail just now. That's holding the river back above us. It keeps making noises.
Here we are leaving the 23 metre lock. These pictures really don't do it justice at all. Phenomenal. And it took 7 minutes 20 seconds to empty.
We were amazed by the empty rate and also the gate speed. It was so fast for such a huge scale.
And there's the hydroelectric station. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turbines, I guess. So what was the rate of emptying on that one?
120 6,880 litres per second.
Unbelievable. Just huge amounts of water.
So this is just a little lock, isn't it?
In comparison to the last one, yes.
It's 9 metres, but it's very blustery and we keep getting pushed out into the middle.
Doubling back up the river to reach the next mooring leads to an industrialised zone and a simple port de plaisance with some good and some dilapidated boats tied up to old pontoons. There are no facilities to speak of, but despite this, the welcome was genuine and kind.
So good morning, it's Wednesday. Jonathan is getting ready to go on cycle number 14. So we think it's about 52 kilometres.
I'm not going to follow cycle tracks this time.
You're not going to follow cycle
I'm going to
tracks?
follow roads.
Okay. But which is where we can leave the car securely overnight, because it looks like we're going to probably go to Avignon when he gets back, because it's only about 3 hours from here. And I'm back on washing up duties, recycling duties, getting the boat back into ship shape.
Finally, on a D road. Been N routes up to now. And even the lorries are on this one. Anyway, not far to go. 11 kilometres. Might be easier. Just a small one today then.
It's a diddy one, this. 10 metres.
All that power to overcome inertia. Arriving into Avignon. Avignon. Just a small shower as we arrive. It's a bit cooler, isn't it?
Nice.
And we're going to stay here probably a couple of nights, which allows retrieval of car again tomorrow. And then we'll move on, possibly to Arles next. So this is the end of the island spit which splits the river. So basically we're going to go left here, take a loop around. I just don't fancy going through that little gap there. Just, yeah, you never know. Could be alright, but don't know the water, so play it safe.
Because you've gone that way then, is that what you're saying?
Play it safe and go round. Yeah, I think that's the safest thing. And then we're going to start going upriver, battling against the current. 3 kilometres.
So
3 kilometres, 3 kilometres.
Kilometres.
Okay.
So what's that going to be? 40 minutes maybe if we're going upstream?
Yeah, 40 minutes. It's 5:23 now.
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
Arriving at 6, hopefully.
Alright.
Here we are, arriving in the centre of Avignon. And we have to avoid the old bridge, the bit that's fallen down. Not allowed to go through any of the arches of the Saint-Bénézet bridge. There it is, there's the Maple Palace. It's another building covered in scaffolding when we arrive. They always do it for us. So kind.
In the year 1033 AD, the Kingdom of Burgundy was incorporated into the Holy Roman Empire. Avignon lies on the western border between Orange to the north and Arles to the south. The origins of the first bridge over the Rhône at Avignon is disputed by historians, but the story of Bénézet, I think, is worth exploring. This uneducated shepherd claimed to have seen a holy vision urging him to build a bridge, and in 1177 the Bishop of Avignon approved the project. It is said that Bénézet performed miracles to convince people to support him and to overcome problems during the build process. Also, it's said that there were healings attributed to the construction of the bridge, and therefore Bénézet became a saint. Bénézet died before the bridge was completed, and wealthy patrons who funded the project built a burial chapel on one of the bridge piers. The St. Nicholas Chapel is still there, but the relics of this revered young shepherd were moved in the 17th century to a Celestine church. The remains of the bridge and the chapel remind pilgrims of the miracles that he performed. Moving along the timeline to the 14th century, driven by conflict between the French crown and the papacy in Rome, France refused the seat of the Roman Catholic Church in the Vatican. In 1305, the newly elected French Pope Clement V did not move to a troubled and unstable Rome, but in 1309 moved into the Palais des Papes in Avignon. This hailed the start of the Avignon papacy, and through more than 70 years, 7 popes reigned over the Catholic Church from Avignon. Continuing disagreement led to power struggles and the election of anti-popes, which heightened the friction and caused the so-called Western Schism. Unanimous election of Pope Martin V in 1417 returned the papal seat exclusively to Rome, but did not settle all the differences. Here we go, we are in Avignon. And the out-of-date Fluvia cart gave Sheena the wrong impression, unfortunately, because it's nothing like what it said in the Fluvia cart. Anyway, we're right next to a rather busy road, but we've got moored up. So even though it's not exactly as you expected, you are in Avignon. Again? Yes.
When we were here in 2017,
Yeah.
we were on the bridge and we said, we're going to come here.
Yeah.
We have done it.
We've done it. Yeah. So it's all good.
This has definitely got worse.
Okay.
This shows have got we're now mooring for tonight.
Why would we do